Rob Cassidy with Rivals.com here with a look at the updated Rivals 150 for the class of 2022. Coming in at number 5 is Kyle Flokowski, who played this summer with the New York Rens. Missed the last week of Peach Jam because he was in the COVID protocols, but I think did enough leading up to that to slide into the top 5. Versatile kid, can bang underneath, has the size to score through contact to really impact the game on the class, but also can shoot the ball and handle it a little bit. You know, I think that, his versatility kind of lends itself to a top 5 ranking, and that's what he's got. Coming in at number 4 in the updated Rivals 150 is Johan Treyore, a guy that's kind of had a meteoric rise when it comes to rankings. You know, he was unranked at the beginning of the spring, was playing for Southern Assault. We moved him to the number 50 team in the country. He's since switched to AAU teams. Plays for the West Coast-based Dream Vision, and looked great at the 3SSB event in Birmingham. You know, he gets up and down the floor, as well as any 7-footer in the country, and really has some NBA upside, I think, when you combine kind of the defense that he plays with his blend of length and athleticism. You know, this is a good bet to play in the pros. Coming in at number 3 is Derek Lively, who led his team to a Peach Jam championship, playing for Team Final, and has one of the highest ceilings of anybody in this class, I think. You know, a 7-footer that can really block shots, really impact the game on the defensive end, and on the glass, scores it at the rim. But you know what we kind of learned about him this year is he's not a bad shooter. This is a guy, when left open, you don't want him out there jacking up 8 threes a game. But when left open, this is a guy that can knock down the 3-pointer. He showed it over and over again at the Peach Jam. He's becoming more versatile. If he reaches his ceiling, this is an NBA-type center, I think. And I think we reflected that in the move that we made. Coming in at number 2 is the electric Amari Bailey. Didn't do a lot this summer. Wasn't really a mainstay on the circuit, but is as exciting as any guard in the country in transition, gets up and down the floor incredibly quickly without ever being out of control, finishes at the bucket with either hand. When he gets better in the half court, I think he's a guy that could challenge for that top spot. There's a reason he sits at number 2. Coming in at number 1 in the updated Rivals 150 is Shane Sharp, our new number 1, kind of taking over for Jalen Duren, who reclassified to 2021. And this is a guy that we moved up big last time for number 15 into the top 10 when we saw him at Midwest Mania in Indianapolis. I fell in love with him at that time in his game. And now he's kind of polished himself a little bit more, averaged more than 15 points a game at the Peach Jam, was as consistent as anybody at the event, can shoot it, has a college-ready body, really defends 1 through 4 pretty well too, I think. He's a well-rounded guy that, any program in the country is going to want on their team. When you make a guy number 1, you're kind of banking that he will be a lottery pick, and I think that he's a good bet to be, in that conversation no matter what. His floor is extremely high. We're playing the odds here, and we think Sharp is the most consistent and best bet in the country for that number 1 spot as things sit now. Anyway, I'm Rob Cassidy with a look at the updated Rivals 150 for 2022.